Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel where stories and other random things take center stage and imagination is prized above all. Welcome to today's video. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic morning. We'll continue to have a wonderful rest of your day. So this is the last video for August, so yay. We are reviewing I'm discussing here A Court of Frost and Starlight. So yay, looking pretty excited. Let's read the description so that I can talk about it. I don't expect any spoilers, but if I have any, I'll let you know. Hope warms the coldest night. Feyre, Rhys, and their close-knit circle of friends are still busy rebuilding the Night Court and the vastly changed world beyond. But winter solstice is finally near, and with it, a hard-earned reprieve. Yet even the festive atmosphere can't keep the shadows of the past from looming. As Feyre navigates her first winter solstice as High Lady, she finds that those dearest to her have more wounds than she anticipated. Scars that will have a far-reaching impact on the future of their court. Narrated by Feyre and Rhysand, this wondrous tale of hope and promise picks up after A Court of Wings and Ruin and sets the stage for the thrilling events in future books. So this okay, my bro note just like crashed my computer. Alright, I hope everything's fine. We'll find out after this, I guess. So this does take place right after A Court of Wings and Ruin. It also sets up everything, in future books. Like, you can kind of see some of the setup. Specifically, it sets up a little bit of things for A Court of Silver Flames, since which will be reviewed soon, like in like 2 weeks or so. It sets up Nesta a little bit in that end, because we actually, So I'll talk about that in a little bit. But yes, it does set up everything, especially for A Court of Silver Flames. Now, I will say that this is basically a book with very little tension. There's literally no tension, which actually feels great to read. It's a cozy read for me. I enjoy it. Also, it's basically a Christmas special. This book is basically a Christmas special. And although there's rebuilding, there's really no tension. We do get some stuff also fantasy in a way. We get point of views. We get other point of views besides Rhysand and Feyre, even though they're the ones mostly narrating. However, the point of views that we get are third person. They're written in third person. So we get Moore's point of view for at least 2 chapters. So it seems like it's going to set up her book, which I hope it does. We don't get Elaine's point of view, which I found kind of surprising. I thought we would get, I remember the first time I read it, I thought we would get Elaine's point of view. When I started reading it and realized that we would have other point of views, I thought we'd get Elaine's, but we didn't. So I don't know what that means for future books. She's kind of like in the background, which makes Elaine a character that at least I find kind of not interesting, but also interesting at the same time, mostly boring. So basically, so Elaine is kind of like a mystery character who just stays in the background. That's who she is in this book and in every other book, except maybe for A Court of Wings and Ruin, when she played a bit of a part. But then now she's just in the background, and it's sort of the same in A Court of Silver Flames. So we'll talk about that too soon, when I review A Court of Silver Flames. So so that's a thing. So we got Moore's point of view, we got Cassian's point of view. We also did not get Azriel's point of view, which, why not? So we mainly got the point of views, or Amren's. We also never got Amren's. The main point of views that we got were for Nesta, Cassian, and Moore, and of course Rhysand and Feyre. So I'm wondering why we didn't get the other point of views of the inner circle and kept them. So does that mean that like Elaine may not get a book? It seems like she will, but like, does it? Because she's been a background character. We don't have any setup for her. There's really nothing on her end. What does it mean for Azriel? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to get a book, but still, it's just I don't know. I don't know how to take it. I'm curious. What do you guys think? Let me know. But really, even though there's a little bit of setup, a lot of it is basically a Christmas special and the enjoyment of family, and it's very sweet. It's very easy to read. It's not full of tension, and you're not worried about the high stakes and how, if like, oh my gosh, my favorite character is gonna die. Like, you're not worried about that, because at the end of the day, this one doesn't have any stakes. It's just winter solstice, and it's supposed to bring out hope, including with Feyre, and we also get to see how the people have been, dealing with everything and war and how and all that stuff. I thought it was kind of refreshing to see. I have never, like, this is the first book I've read from Sarah J. Maas that outright has no high stakes or tension. It was refreshing. That's definitely true. It was definitely very refreshing for me to read, at least. So yeah. Oh, by the way, I hope you guys, if you can see it, like my new haircut. Shout out to my sister who cut it for me. But anyway, so yeah, I did enjoy reading this. It was a cozy read. The main thing it sets up for Nesta in this book is definitely the trauma. Like, we get like part of a chapter in her point of view, and I find it great that it kind of sets up the trauma arc, or the healing arc, that we get to see in A Court of Silver Flames. I enjoy it a lot. I think it was a good choice that we get that set up. So I highly enjoy it. So yeah, I think yeah, this is like the one thing I want to say. And what else did I enjoy, or did I find interesting? Oh, okay. I do feel after reading this book, I have a theory that Tamlin is going to get a redemption arc, because I mean, I think he wasn't a completely bad guy or bad character. I think Tamlin does deserve a redemption arc, and based on the way he is right now, it feels like he might get a redemption arc. And the way he also shows up in the Court of Silver Flames, he could get a redemption arc. And I like the idea of him getting said redemption arc. I think it's a good idea for that, and I'm pretty excited for it. So definitely something to consider. I'm pretty excited over that. What else? What else do I want to say about this book? There's really little to say because it's not a big thing. I did give it 4 stars because the change between first and third person, to me, when I read at least, is always jarring, and I don't like the random switches between first and third person. It kind of changes. Like, I don't usually mind this if it's like written in third person alone, limited in third person alone, or first person on its own, but there's like a shift between past and present tense. In the first person, it's usually written in present tense, while the third person seems to be written in past. I could be wrong, maybe I misinterpreted it, but that's what it seems to be written that way. And it's jarring for me because it's written in first and third person. If it was written in first person and it went to the past, depending on what chapter it was, it can be kind of understandable, but I just find myself kind of jarred by that a little. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I find myself jarred over it a little bit too much. And that's my thing. So yeah. So 4 stars from me, and no, that's it. So next week, I will have the next video that will be up is my wrap up on the 1st of September. So be ready for that. I really wonder. I'm recording this ahead of time, so I do not know what books I will be reading in August, but I'm pretty excited either way. So I'm curious to see what books I'll be reading in August. But my next video for next Saturday, let me let you know. I have this all planned out. Okay, so for next Saturday, I will have a reaction. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to have for the next Saturday. However, I'll be having a reaction of the first episode of Comey Can't Communicate. So, yeah, see you then in that, and I'll see you in my next video. And before I go, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you're aware when I post videos. And what else? No, yeah, make sure you subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts, and I'll see you next time. Until then, consume stories, everyone. Bye.